Welcome, guys, to our session. Okay. Okay. Well, guys, we continue advancing on our units. Tonight, we are working on our session number 5. And well, we already started our unit 2. Actually, we're going to finish our unit 2. This one is a little bit shorter, maybe compared to unit 1. And we will be working on the section of work culture. And we will be talking about, it says, the happiness formula. We were talking about feelings. We were talking about sensations. And then, Beatriz me dice que no escuchan. ¿Ustedes sí me escuchan o no?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, miss.
Ok, lo voy a escribir entonces. Es ella. I was telling you that in this unit, it was a little bit more philosophical, probably in terms of the topic, talking about feelings, descriptions. Also, the grammatical part probably was a little bit different compared to other grammatical components. We were talking about how to create adjectives and nouns, talking about suffixes, which at the end of the day is something that we have to, one, learn by heart, and that we continue studying like all the time. At the end of the day, as I was telling you, we're going to finish tonight unit 2. We will be working on pages 24 and 25 of our book. As you know, on this section of work culture, it is more like videos at the beginning, and then we have the opportunity to, let's say, provide our ideas. So we have a little bit of listening, of course, talking about the information of the video, and then we will be working on a collaborative assignment where you are going to talk about, well, as you can imagine, of course, happiness, which is the topic of this unit in particular. Okay, just wanted to give you like a general preview, some information about the article, not the task. And well, I'm gonna take attendance. Give me a second. Today is the 10th. Karen Victoria Acevedo.
Present, teacher.
Okay, Steven Santiago Fonseca.
Here, teacher.
Okay. Kiara Lizeth Martínez.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Jorge Jair Moreno.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Natalia Navarro.
Present.
Me tocaba alejarme porque no escuchaba eco.
Give me a second. Listo, Natalia. Diego Fernando Olarte.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Manuel Ortiz.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Juan Sebastián Pavón. I think he's just logging in. Beatriz Pedraza. Well, she told me.
Present, teacher.
Okay, very good. Xiomara Rincón.
Present.
Okay. Jessica Paola Ríos.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Catherine Alexandra Rodríguez.
Present, miss.
Okay. Marlon Yesid Sánchez. I think he's not here yet. No. Not yet, of course. Mendy Fabián Santa.
Present, teacher.
Okay. María Alejandra Vega.
Present, teacher.
Okay, and Vanessa Zambrano. Let me see the chat. Well, that's Marlon. Sebastian as well. Well, Vanessa is not here for the moment. Let me adjust the attendance. Mhm. Okay. There we go. Well, guys, as I was telling you tonight, we will be working on our work culture. As usual, we take the information. I adjust it here. That is, okay, pages 24 and 25. Most of the information is going to be gotten from that part. Before we actually start working on the work culture that we have for tonight, I would like to ask you this. Let me show you this once again, so I can give you a little bit of extra context. We're talking about, or this work culture is related to the happiness formula. And probably you can have a look at the different pictures that we have here on both pages 24 and 25. Of course, we will be talking about chores and certain things that are done at home. So keep in mind these images that we have in here in order to answer the question that we have on the Mentimeter that I'm going to show you in a moment. Okay. Welcome, Vanessa. It says, what are the best labor-saving devices and electronic gadgets that you own? You are gonna name two, okay? Guys, what do you think the idea of this is? Labor-saving. What does it mean? What is labor-saving?
Teacher, I don't know, but it's like electrodomésticos.
Okay. We are definitely on that line, absolutely. But this in particular, labor saving, what do you think it is related to? Probably it's a little bit literal, you know, if we have in mind the meaning of both words.
Desempeño.
Desempeño. It's more literal.
Como ayudantes de algo.
Okay. Basically, the idea when we're talking about something that is labor saving, we're talking about something that helps us to make a job easier, you know? So any device, yes.
Ahorrar trabajo.
Exactamente.
Teacher.
Yes. Yes. Ahorrar trabajo dijiste. Yes. Very good. That's the idea. So not only about desempeño that you were saying, but think of those devices that you have that is helping you, that are helping you somehow to probably save time, or thanks to that device, it's easier for you to do anything that you have to do. And that is going to be the idea. I send you the link. The idea, guys, is that you write the name. I put 4. Okay, you can use only 2. Don't worry. One word in here, the other word in here, and then you click on submit. The idea is only to make 2. I don't know why I chose 4 boxes. Okay, so think of those devices. Keep in mind this characteristic that we already said what labor saving is, que nos ahorra trabajo, que nos facilita X trabajo. The ones that you have, okay? I'm gonna give you 3 minutes, probably in case that you need to check the meaning of certain words to make sure that you write those devices that help you the most, okay? Well, guys, 3 minutes starting now. Let's see. Okay, time's up. Although I'm missing like 6 people. We are 17, 16. Faltan 6. ¿Qué será? ¿Qué será? Let's see. The washing machine. I absolutely agree with you. I didn't vote, but this is definitely one of those labor-saving devices in terms of time, even money, of course. Let's see the other that we also include. Vacuum cleaner. Well, aquí un poco pequeño problema de ortografía, but it was washing machine. Now we can talk about other devices that are necessary that, you know, they are not like a luxury anymore. For example, the case of the laptop, the computer, that is almost like necessary these days. Also the cell phone, Alexa, mobile phone, domotica. I think that's how it is pronounced. Machine water. Machine water. What is a machine water?
Sorry, teacher, I confused.
Okay. Maybe you meant the washing machine?
Yes.
Okay. The coffee maker, that is also one that is used a lot these days. Okay, Alexa, okay. iPad, the air fryer, this is one very common these days. I guess you mean English? Inteligencia artificial? Would be artificial intelligence, like to keep the name in English. Okay, very good. Of course, guys, everybody talking about their own perspective, talking about those labor-saving devices. The idea that, as the name says, they are helping us to make our lives easier. Guys, this information is on page 24. As I told you tonight, we're going to watch 2 videos. Let's not forget the general context. We are talking about happiness. And here we have some words and phrases that are going to appear on the video. Before we watch the video, we're going to analyze this vocabulary. And the idea, guys, is to classify them. Which of them have a positive or a negative effect on happiness? Look at the words that we have in here. We have chores, we have drudgery, labor-saving devices, staring at a screen all day, and technological utopia. Let's see the connection that these words and phrases have on happiness. Do they have a positive or negative effect? So, well, first of all, are all clear, the words and phrases that we have in here?
No, teacher, I don't know what is the second one. Drudgery.
Drudgery?
Yeah.
Drudgery usually is when we're talking about a boring work.
Boring work. Okay.
Boring or hard, even in some cases when it is complicated.
Okay, thank you.
And Miss, what is the meaning of course?
Chores.
Chores.
Chores are all the, let's say, activities that you have to do at home. Let's say, wash the dishes, sweep and mop, dust.
Houseworks.
Housework would be, exactly. More on that line. Very good. Any other? Okay. Well, Santiago, if we look at these words and phrases, in your opinion, which have a positive effect on happiness?
Let me think. Maybe the chores, in my opinion, because it could keep your mind busy, so you can distract or stop thinking in problems or troubles.
Okay. Yeah, yesterday we said that some people really like cleaning and those things, right? So probably that is something that someone enjoys. Let me see the chat. Jorge says labor-saving devices. do they have a positive impact on happiness, right, Jorge? Why do you think that?
Because this device can help the people in general.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Any other that has a positive impact from your perspective, of course, Manuela?
I don't know. I am not sure what is technological utopia. Is
Well, utopia,
right?
it's transparent. Well, when before you give me your answer, Manuela, well, utopia is similar to Spanish in terms of the meaning. Now, what would be utopia? When we talk about utopia, what does it mean?
Something that you only can dream or something like that.
Could be, like it's like all perfect world, like ideal, everything. It's just marvelous. So it keeps the definition that we have in Spanish to English, just in case. So
Maybe that one have a positive.
has a positive impact. Okay.
Yeah.
Manuela, what do you think? Very general, of course. What would be a technological utopia for you?
Maybe a thing that can do the food for me.
Okay, good.
Yes, I really love it, but no
Eating.
cook.
You love
Eating, but not
eating,
cooking.
but not cooking. Okay, well, of course. That is, okay, that's your opinion. Absolutely. Good. Thank you, Manuela. Which ones are negatives from your perspective, Xiomara? Tell me one that you consider negative. And why would it be negative? Remember, talking about the impact that it has on happiness. Did I say a name? I said Xiomara, right? No?
Teacher,
Okay.
I don't know. I think that all is important.
But which one has a negative effect on happiness?
Mm, Maybe lower saving device.
You think it has a negative effect?
Because they will save because they will save you time. Will you do other things? In occasions no practice. For example, in Facebook or Instagram. No.
And Xiomara, I don't really get your idea, but from what you said at the beginning, it looked more like it was something positive instead of negative. Maybe I'm confused. Let me ask Natalia. Which one from your perspective has a negative effect on happiness?
I think that staring at the screen all day.
Why would that be?
Because, for example, if you spend a lot of time on the screen, at the end of the day, you see that. Sorry for the noise.
Okay, probably that's very common. Thank you, Natalia. Well, we don't really have to discuss about drudgery. Because in this case, we already know that has a negative connotation. Remember that we said that we're talking about a boring work, even in some cases when a work is very difficult to do. That would be an utopia. Hopefully, maybe we are not here when that utopia becomes true. Well, guys, we're going to watch the first video. Remember that we're going to watch two. With this video, we're going to do two different activities. The first activity that we're going to do is here all together. The idea is to answer these questions that we have, remember, based on the information that is being presented on the video. Let's not include our personal opinion. It's only our perspective. Could you read questions 1, 2, 3, and 4, Marlon, please? Marlon? Here, but not here. Vanessa, please.
Okay, teacher. One, what does the science of happiness say about emotions? Two, what have labor saving advice failed to do? Three, what does technology push out or life? Four, what are the three ingredients of happiness?
Okay. Failed to do the pronunciation of this one. Okay. Guys, it's clear the meaning of all the questions that we have in here?
Teacher, what mean push out?
Like to, let's say, eliminate, maybe? To take away?
Okay.
More on that line. And the three ingredients of happiness. Of course, these questions are on the book, just in case. Remember, we're talking about page 24. We're gonna watch the video twice. We're gonna watch it here all together. The idea, guys, as usual, is that when you answer the questions, you take some notes, and then after that, I'm gonna give you a few minutes to organize the ideas that you have collected from the video, okay? I'm gonna include the captions, but you know that these are the captions that are generated by YouTube. The idea that we pay attention as much as possible to the information that the people say, okay? Guys, do you have any questions about the instructions?
No, teacher.
Great, let's watch it twice.
Happiness, we're told, is ours at the push of a button. Technology promises to free us from drudgery and open up new possibilities for fun. But the science of happiness warns that machines could lead us to misery. We must educate the next generation on the risks and how to design happiness into the future. To many, human progress is measured by our increased ability to avoid doing the chores. Labor-saving devices have indeed transformed lifestyle. But the technological utopia where we have more free time to be with our friends, to have fun and to be happy, just doesn't seem to have happened. 50 years ago, a day might have been spent cooking and washing. Today, we might sit staring at a screen to earn the money to pay for the latest machine. Few of us would go back to a mangle, but all of that sophisticated wizardry hasn't added much happiness to our lives.
The labour-saving device, the thing that was to free up our time, hasn't done its job.
In fact, technology is increasingly filling our time. But the pleasure on offer is often solitary. Scientists know human contact is critical to happiness, but technology can push it out of our lives. Even online communities may actually be just another way to avoid social interaction in the real world.
Sometimes people say, is there a key to happiness? Say, no, there's no one magic key. Once you find that key, you're going to be happy. But rather, there's a recipe. There's a set of ingredients that has to be put together in the correct way in each person's life.
We now know some of those ingredients. Good social relationships, meaning, which may come from religion or it may come from a philosophy of life, having goals that are interesting to work on and which use your strengths and abilities. These are some of the ingredients for happiness. Happiness, we're told, is ours at the push of a button. Technology promises to free us from drudgery and open up new possibilities for fun. But the science of happiness warns that machines could lead us to misery. We must educate the next generation on the risks and how to design happiness into the future. To many, human progress is measured by our increased ability to avoid doing the chores. Labor-saving devices have indeed transformed lifestyle.
Sorry guys, it looks like there was a problem with the connection. Más o menos, ¿desde qué momento dejaron de escuchar?
Como desde el...
Cuando empiezan a aparecer los muñequitos.
O sea, pero el primer video, es decir, ¿la primera vez se alcanzó a ver completa o no?
Sí, la primera vez.
Listo. Fue ahorita. Más bien lo voy a volver a iniciar. Porque bueno, de los muñequitos, pero se pierde como la idea. Como por acá, ¿cierto?
Yes.
Aproximadamente. Listo, guys. Sorry, I don't know what happened. No, the internet as usual, I guess. Let me make sure that the sound is also being shared. And we can return. Dejo de compartir su link también, evidentemente. Ok.
To many, human progress is measured by our increased ability to avoid doing the chores. Labor-saving devices have indeed transformed lifestyle. But the technological utopia where we have more free time to be with our friends, to have fun and to be happy, just doesn't seem to have happened. 50 years ago, a day might have been spent cooking and washing. Today, we might sit staring at a screen to earn the money to pay for the latest machine. Few of us would go back to a mangle, but all of that sophisticated wizardry hasn't added much happiness to our lives.
The labour-saving device, the thing that was to free up our time, hasn't done its job.
In fact, technology is increasingly filling our time. But the pleasure on offer is often solitary. Scientists know human contact is critical to happiness, but technology can push it out of our lives. Even online communities may actually be just another way to avoid social interaction in the real world.
Sometimes people say, is there a key to happiness? Say, no, there's no one magic key. Once you find that key, you're going to be happy. But rather, there's a recipe. There's a set of ingredients that has to be put together in the correct way in each person's life.
We now know some of those ingredients. good social relationships, meaning, which may come from religion or it may come from a philosophy of life, having goals that are interesting to work on and which use your strengths and abilities. These are some of the ingredients for happiness.
Okay, let me go back to the presentation. Guys, I'm gonna give you 3 minutes to organize your ideas. I'm sure that you were taking notes in order to put them all together to share the answer of these 4 questions, okay? So 3 minutes for you to organize your ideas and then we listen, starting now. Okay. Let's see. Catherine, question 1. What does the science of happiness say about machines?
Maybe say that worse than machines could lead us to misery.
Very good. Yeah, we may be expecting that like everything is wonderful and perfect, but that is like a warning that they give. Something else, Catherine, that they say?
Technological utopia has possibility for fun.
Okay. Could be. Thank you, Catherine. Well, before we go to number 2, Karen Victoria, anything to add to Catherine's answer in part 1, in question 1, sorry?
Yes, and this is the machines, but the machines could lead us to misery. And nowadays, we pass all part of the day in front of a screen to pay to earn money to pay these machines.
To pay for these machines. Good, Karen, thank you. Maria, question number 2. What have labor-saving devices failed to do? Because we already said that they are wonderful, they save time, etc. But what have they failed to do?
Maybe having more free time.
Basically. Although they make certain jobs easy, according to the video, of course, it says that they fail to give us more free time, right? That would be it, even to make us happy. Jessica, question number 3. What does technology push out of our lives? Jessica?
Yes, teacher. I'm not sure, but more time was with my family and friends because help.
Well, it is connected to that, you know. Somehow, while talking about what technology has, let's not say like eliminated, but definitely has kind of, well, as the verb says, push out, is the human contact. And what you were saying, like, that would mean that if we don't have enough human contact, we don't have enough time to share with our family and friends. So it is not like incorrect, but based on the information of the video, what it is being pushed out is the human contact. Let's have a look at number 4. Number 4 is talking about the ingredients of happiness. Kiara.
The ingredients of happiness are good social relationships, religion or philosophy or life, and having goals.
Basically, those are the 3 ingredients that are considered the ones to be happy. Very good. Guys, we're going to have a look at our book. Let me display that part in particular a little bit. That is exercise number 3. You are going to watch the video again. In this case, you guys are going to watch it once. And the idea that you're going to choose the correct answer. Be careful because in some cases, both answers may be correct. Okay? Of course, once again, remember that we are basing our choices on the information presented on the video. We are not talking about our personal view. I'm going to send you the link to the video because in this case, you are going to watch it individually. In total, well, you notice that the video takes around 3 minutes, but I know that you need maybe to pause it in order to pay attention in which part of the video the answer of these statements are. But in total, you are going to have 5 minutes, okay? Remember, the idea is to choose the words, and in some cases, both answers are possible, okay? Guys, do you have any questions about the instructions?
No, teacher.
Thank you very much. Good. Okay, so, of course, because we're going to be watching the video, we're going to be completely silent during 5 minutes. Then we come back, we share, and then we move to video number 2. Okay? I don't interrupt you anymore. 5 minutes starting now. Okay. Let's see the answers to give closure to this video, as I told you, and then to move to the next part. Beatriz, what about number 1?
Teacher, technology promises to bring us new possibilities.
New possibilities, very good. In this case, only the first one. Diego, number 2.
Teacher, both options are possible. In a technological utopia, we would have more free time and fun.
Utopia, very good. Yes. In this case, both of them were correct. Sebastian, could you read number 3, please?
Compared to 50 years ago, we now spend less time on household chores.
That's it. Let's have a look at number 4, Jorge.
Okay, teacher. Because of technology, we now spend more time alone.
That's it. Very good. Let's have a look at number 5, Karen Victoria.
Yes, teacher. Online communities makes us less social in the real world.
That's it. Very good. And number 6, Catherine.
We know now the key to a recipe for happiness. Both.
Well, actually, in this case, it's only the recipe. Because if we say the key would be only one. And because we were talking about the recipe, that means that we have like different ingredients. So in this case, we kept it in one. Okay. Let's keep on talking about happiness in our book that is located on page 25. Remember, this is our second video before we go to the collaborative task. We're going to watch the video talking about technology and happiness. Okay, you're going to complete the table. The idea, guys, is that you're going to write down first the technology that they mention. Second, the effect that technology has on happiness. And of course, the reasons. Once again, guys, keep in mind that we are not talking about our personal opinion. We are talking about the opinion of these people on the different topics that they want to share. Once again, talking about the impact that technology has on happiness. It's a chart, the same that you have on the book. We have it in here. So as usual, let's not forget to take some notes. Keep in mind the 3 aspects that they are mentioning: the technology, the effect, and the reasons. Guys, do you have any questions about the instructions? Questions? I'll take your silence as no questions. We're gonna watch it twice. Also, you will have some minutes to check your answers before we socialize them as a group.
Technology generally makes me quite happy, but there's one piece of technology that I really do not like, and that is instant messaging on your phone. Whereas in the past, you only had a landline, so people had to ring you at home, and you actually had to be at home to pick up the phone. That was quite good because you could escape from people. Then you got mobile phones with SMS, text messaging, and voicemails, which meant that people could still reach you even though your phone was switched off. And now we've got instant messaging, which is even worse because people can actually tell whether or not you've received the messages. And that's quite annoying.
I think I would say that generally technology has made me happier in the sense that it's made my life easier. I think, especially for women nowadays, when you're trying to work and maybe you have a house to run and a family, the fact that there are things to help you, technological sort of aids, I think that's good. And I would say that probably at home, the thing which for me has made my life easiest is the dishwasher, because when I get home from work, I have it's always quite stressful because I have to, prepare food, cook food, clean up after food. And it takes up quite a lot of time. But since I've had the dishwasher, I find that at least that part of the evening, that sort of arguing with the children about who's doing the dishes, and that it used to take up quite a lot of time in the early evening. But now that I have a machine to do that for me, it means I can spend more time with my family.
I think that technology, especially technology that has made improved communication, has helped a lot, my social life, and it's comparing it with the times where you were sending letters with people that you met once, or were living in other cities, and now I can communicate with friends from university, friends living anywhere in the world, and chatting about a movie I saw, about new music bands. So clearly that has made a difference in my life.
A type of technology that I think's improved my life and made me much happier is catch-up TV that you can watch whenever you're available. I don't really like just watching whatever's on TV, so being able to watch my favourite programmes when it's convenient to me has made my life much better, and just in a small way it's made me happier.
I think technology has been fantastic, making life much easier for everyone. But there are some negative aspects to it. And one of the things that I really find difficult to live with and work with is the computer. I've got a computer at work. I also have a computer at home. And I spend 6 or 8 hours a day in front of a computer. And at the end of the day, I talk to very few people. I just spend my time answering emails or doing work on the computer, looking at the computer, and not looking at anything else around me. And I find that very sad.
Technology generally makes me quite happy, but there's one piece of technology that I really do not like, and that is instant messaging on your phone. Whereas in the past, you only had a landline, so people had to ring you at home, and you actually had to be at home to pick up the phone. That was quite good because you could escape from people. Then you got mobile phones with SMS, text messaging, and voicemails, which meant that people could still reach you even though your phone was switched off. And now we've got instant messaging, which is even worse because people can actually tell whether or not you've received the messages. And that's quite annoying.
I think I would say that generally technology has made me happier in the sense that it's made my life easier. I think, especially for women nowadays, when you're trying to work and maybe you have a house to run and a family, the fact that there are things to help you, technological sort of aids, I think that's good. And I would say that probably at home, the thing which for me has made my life easiest is the dishwasher, because when I get home from work, it's always quite stressful because I have to prepare food, cook food, clean up after food, and it takes up quite a lot of time. But since I've had the dishwasher, I find that at least that part of the evening, that sort of arguing with the children about who's doing the dishes, and that it used to take up quite a lot of time in the early evening. But now that I have a machine to do that for me, it means I can spend more time with my family.
I think that technology, especially technology that has made improved communication, has helped a lot, my social life, and it's comparing it with the times where you were sending letters with people that you met once, or were living in other cities, and now I can communicate with friends from university, friends living anywhere in the world, and chatting about a movie I saw, about new music bands. So clearly that has made a difference in my life.
A type of technology that I think's improved my life and made me much happier is catch-up TV that you can watch whenever you're available. I don't really like just watching whatever's on TV, so being able to watch my favourite programmes when it's convenient to me has made my life much better, and just in a small way it's made me happier.
I think technology has been fantastic, making life much easier for everyone. But there are some negative aspects to it. And one of the things that I really find difficult to live with and work with is the computer. I've got a computer at work. I also have a computer at home. And I spend 6 or 8 hours a day in front of a computer. And at the end of the day, I talk to very few people. I just spend my time answering emails or doing work on the computer, looking at the computer, and not looking at anything or else around me. And I find that very, very sad.
Okay, similar to the previous exercise, I'm gonna give you 3 minutes to organize the information that you wrote to enrich some of the parts that we have in here. And then we're going to share before we go to our collaborative task of the evening. 3 minutes starting now. Well, guys, let's see. Well, they were talking about different things, all of them, like somehow related, but different perspectives on the technology, the effects, and the reasons. Let's see. Marlon, what about Jorgen? Which technologies does he mention?
Teacher, sorry, I can't hear the video. Acabo de llegar a la casa, entonces no alcancé a escuchar muy bien. Sorry.
Okay. Then Mandy, what about Jorgen?
This teacher, he talked about the mobile phone. He says her life is more easy because he can send message. In the past, he can do it.
He couldn't do it. But he's not very positive about the instant messaging. Natalia, what else did he say about instant messaging?
I heard that he said that didn't like the phone and was annoying because you always have a notification message different when the mobile phone didn't exist or was different.
Exactly, yeah. He wasn't that positive about that new technology in particular. Good summary. Manuela, what about Audrey? What technology does she talk about?
No, teacher, I couldn't hear clear.
Okay. Let's see, Santiago.
About Audrey, I don't have the technology, teacher.
Okay. Well, she doesn't mention it at the
Dishwasher.
very beginning. Is the dishwasher, right, Jorge? Yes. Kiara, what about you?
And she talks about the dishwasher that she can wash her dishes after a stressful day.
Very good. The effect is very positive in her case. Yeah, basically, with the reason, as Kiara said, we can summarize it by saying that it saves her a lot of time. Vanessa, what about Guillem?
Teacher, is communication technology.
Very good. Yes. Was it positive or negative?
Positive.
Good.
The reason is about the help his social life.
Absolutely. Very good. Let's have a look at Helen. Xiomara. What technology does she mention?
Teacher, I think it is computer.
It's not the computer. Well, actually, I dare to say that the technology that she mentions,
Catch-up TV.
Catch-up TV, right? Let's see. Someone raised the hand, but I couldn't see who that person was.
Teacher, sorry, what is the mini catch-up TV?
That is the thing, you know, that probably for us, it is not a very common concept. Catch up TV would be like you record that program. I mean, it's like up to date. It's like an old technology. Let's say that
Okay.
you record the program and then that you watch it later.
Okay, thank you.
Literally, catch up would be like ponerse al día. Yeah, but up to date, that is not like a very innovative technology, right? Helen, consider that technology positive or negative? Jessica? Well, let me ask. I see a hand raised, but when I'm going to say, don't find the name. What is it? Diego? Sorry.
Okay, teacher. Helen mentioned Catch TV. That makes her life better because she can save her favorite programs.
Basically, that's the reason. Very good. And we finish with Luis. Jessica, what technology does he mention?
Teacher, I don't understand good the technology, but he say about the messages communicate with his family.
Okay. But we need the technology. Let me ask Beatriz, do you have it?
About Luis, teacher.
Yes.
Technology mentioned the computer. The first is a negative because spend a lot of time in this machine and check the mails and work and the end and spend time about 6 or 8 hours and the end the day you very sad, you have very sad,
you are Very good. Yeah, definitely Luis's perspective was more negative, although we already know the positive aspects that having a computer like have. Very good. Well, it was a little bit demanding. It was a lot of information, of course. And also you notice, guys, that it wasn't that obvious, right? Like they said a lot of things and then we had like to choose the information that we actually needed to use. And well, guys, to give a closure to our unit 2, and of course, this topic talking about the impact of technology, as you could imagine probably already, you will be working on breakout rooms. In this case, now you are going to provide your opinion, okay? You notice that on video number 1 and video number 2, it was about the opinion of the author or the opinion in here of the people who were talking about the impact that technology had in their lives. The idea, guys, is that you're going to summarize these ideas as a group. There are 2 questions. Question number 1 says, which items of technology in your life make you more or less happy? Once again, not about the technologies of the video or the technology that the 5 people mentioned, the technologies in your life. And on the second part, do you think there will be new kinds of technology in the future which will increase our happiness? What will they be? The idea, guys, is that hopefully, of course, you are going to summarize the answer as a group. Maybe because it is possible, you guys would have different answers, but let's see how similar or different your answers are, okay? Guys, do you have any questions about the instructions?
No, teacher.
Teacher, I don't understand in number 2 and question 2. I write about the technology or about that. What will they be? I don't understand, teacher.
Like what devices? It is more like a prediction, you know, for the future. Like the types of technology and what they will be like. If we're talking about gadgets at home, or maybe we are talking about, I don't know, robots, things like that. Of course, making predictions a little bit taking into account what is happening these days in terms of technology. but it is more like predictions that we have for the future. Let's see how the imagination runs in the groups. Yes, Beatriz.
Yes, teacher. Is alone or are
In groups.
In groups? Okay.
Yeah, I'm organizing you guys. I think this is it. Well, guys, you will have 15 minutes in the moment that everybody arrives in the groups. You can already share the screen. I already sent the link to the PowerPoint. Let's start. Karen Victoria, Jessica. Very good.
household.
Hi guys, welcome back. We have a few minutes to check some of your answers. I know that some of you haven't finished. I'm pretty sure that, well, based on the fact that we usually assign no, like, you know that you have them the next day in case that you can make corrections if you need them, of course. Let's see some of your answers. We have Diego, Sebastian, and Mendy. Diego, could you read answer number 1, please?
Yes, teacher. We think that the technology of communication can you feel more happy and make your life easier. But this technology also can make the people more lonely and make less happy your life. The washing machine is other device that can make your life easier because you don't waste a lot of time washing clothes by yourself. For us, this type of technology will make our life happier.
Okay, thank you. Sebastian, could you read the answer that you guys summarized for number 2?
Okay, yes, teacher. And we think that new kinds of technology will continue to emerge in the future, like, for example, virtual reality. They have the potential to create immersive and interactive experiences that can transport us to new worlds, and artificial intelligence for personalized assistance, and the AI advancements can providing personalized recommendation, reminders, and support. And this could simplify our daily tasks, reduce stress, and enhances productivity, ultimately contributing to improve happiness.
That's it, very good. Personalized. Oh, the pronunciation on that one. Thank you, group number 1. Let's quickly have a look at group number 2. Manuela, Jessica, and Catherine. Manuela, the answers for question 1.
Okay, teacher. The items for we consider that more happy this washer, the washing machine, and the computer. And for less happy is the video beam, the printer, and the router sometimes.
Okay, yeah, it has an impact, absolutely. And Jessica, what about question number 2?
The new keys of technology in the future will increase our happiness because they will say us thing and they wouldn't need to effort too hard with simple houseworks, house cooking robot and robot vacuum cleaner.
Okay, very good. That pronunciation, kinds, and future, Jessica. Okay. Thank you. Group number 3. Jorge, Vanessa, Xiomara, and Karen. Karen, the answer for number 1, please.
Okay, teacher. And the items which make us happier are the video games, streaming service, iPad, smartwatch, wireless headphones, and Kindle. And the items which make us less happy are IA tracking, biometrical identification, VR, and VR.
That's it. Okay. Vanessa, please share answer number 2.
We think that, for example, augmented reality is a technological advance that will be very well received by people. In the future, doctors will use nanobots to realize medical
procedures.
In some cases, for example, when a doctor needs to remove coagulum, from the patient without or procedure chirurgical traditional.
Patient and received. Okay, interesting. Thank you very much. Let's have a look at group number 4. Kiara, could you read the answer of question 1, please?
Okay, we consider mobile phone makes us more happy because we can use for every task. If we have got different kind of apps like chat with our friends or relatives, work in our homes, access to health service. Also, we can learn new things on different platforms. We think the most important app is YouTube because we can find videos about how to do different things where explain specifically step by step to learn to do them.
Okay. Santiago, question 2, please.
Okay, teacher. And the electromagnetic technology will be available to everyone as a kind of transport which doesn't cause pollution, and that without mentioning it. And this is super faster than vehicles of nowadays, and who wouldn't be happy if can save a bit of minutes going to work or whatever place.
That's it. Don't forget to make the adjustment from king to kind. Finish with group 5 before we go. Marlon, could you read the answers for number 1, please?
Sure. More happy, washing machine, intelligent device with Alexa, power of the intelligent computer, ironing machine, air fryer. Less happy, mobile phone, social networks, TV, virtual reality, metaverso. Finally, we consider that these devices can make us less happy because they generate false expectation in people. They distance us from psychical contact, something necessary in human beings.
Good. And Natalia, final question.
Okay. Within that technology will have great advance over time. Technology will be focused on that people spend less time on their chores and automating some tasks. Also, maybe in the future, we'll have a robot or maybe a machine that it will do housework, elementary tasks, and this should help many people in day-to-day, and many people could spending more time with the family.
Who spend? Okay, guys, thank you very much. I don't want to take up more of your time. We have officially finished Unit 2. Guys, as usual, thank you very much. Remember to make corrections if you consider necessary, and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.